How's it going, everybody? It's Jake here from the Down the Middle Podcast. Running a little behind today, but it is time for a new episode of Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. Well, not a new episode. New for you. It's from 2007, so it's certainly not new. But this episode marks a turning point. It is the official debut of Johnny Charismo. You'll understand the joke when you see it, which you saw him in the last episode if you watched it, so you get the joke. Nick introduces a theme that will carry over for the next few episodes, where he incorporates a comedic bit, usually visual aids, for the TNA or TNA segment. And Joey Holmes is forced to undergo counseling for his alcoholism. All this and more on this episode of Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. Check it out.
That's the door. And it closes. Alright, let's get the show started. Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. Joey Holmes here. Hot stuff. Joey Holmes. Out of order.
Joe.
What? What? Let's do the show. Come on, let's go. I'm ready.
You're not going to be on the show this week.
Why not?
Well, we got several calls from some concerned viewers that think you have a problem, and quite frankly, we do too. Right, guys?
Yeah. You guys think I have a problem?
Right, guys?
Yes. With what? What the hell's the problem?
With your drinking, man. It's getting so bad to where when we're doing the show, you're falling over because you can't stand up anymore.
That's called fun.
No, that's called abusive alcoholic.
Okay, just because you think this doesn't mean that they do. Nick, do you think I have a problem?
What?
Do I have a problem with drinking?
You have a problem? Yeah, you got a problem, man. You need to fucking cut your hair. That shit's getting out of whack. Jesus Christ.
Asian intern. Do you think I have a problem? Yes, I have a problem. Huh. I don't think that was English. Big Bear. Bear. Picnic basket. Do I have a problem with drinking? Come on.
Yes.
Good as always, Big Bear.
See, they all think you...
That was a more definite answer. I don't know what the hell they said.
Well, regardless, we got you an appointment with a therapist tonight.
A therapist?
You're going to see her. Yes, you're going to see her tonight, and she's going to help you with your problem. Now, go.
Did you just touch Edna?
I took Edna. The fact that you gave your glass a name.
Well, I don't have any kids. I might as well name something. Why not my best
Why
friend?
do you think you don't have kids?
Because
of
I
this.
smoke pot.
Because of this.
It's the pot, not the alcohol. So wait a
She
minute.
might be able to help you with that too. Come on. Let's
No,
go.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're right. I do have a problem.
Right.
There. Is that good enough? Can I do the damn show?
No, you're going to have to do that in front of the therapist.
Oh,
Come on.
For Christ's sake. So ring.
Hey! Welcome to episode 11 of the Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. I am Jake Russell.
I am Nick, and with me as always is Peter.
Pan.
Pan.
Does he do the pan?
Pan. He doing the pan. Looking for the pan. Oh shit. Stop. Hammer time.
That's the monkey.
Yeah.
He showed you how with the times I am.
With the time.
Anyway, as you can see, Joey Holmes isn't here tonight, so to pick up the slack, we're going to bring in our newest intern, Johnny Charismo! Have a seat on the couch, Johnny. Right, there we go.
What up, G?
Hello,
How you doing?
mates. Hello.
A little bit to the left here. A little bit to the left here.
What?
All right. How you doing tonight, Johnny?
I guess I'm doing alright then, mate. It's
So,
nice to be on Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. This is a good start to my career.
So what part of England are you from again?
I'm not British. I'm Australian.
Aren't those the same thing?
Technically, and you did ask if he was from England. You said British. I mean, Britland and England are like two fucking different countries, dude.
Yeah.
Where the hell are you from?
Well, it's not really something you need to know, is it, mates?
Touche, Chris.
Dude, I've always wanted to be called mate.
I know, isn't it
It's
great?
awesome.
All we need is a Jamaican friend and we're fucking golden.
Hey, man.
Alright, well, first off, while I got this camera time, I just want to say that yes, I am the newest intern to Weekly Wrestling Wrap Up, which is, I guess, an honor.
Really is.
Yeah. But, you know, someday I plan to, you know, come and get a promotion and hopefully one day do this job. Maybe get rid of that fucking drunk Joey Holmes and actually get someone with Charismo, as my last name is. It's not a coincidence.
It's clever how you did the charisma with charisma.
Yeah. It's clever.
Oh, I get it. Oh man, that's fucking clever.
It's good. It's not like Russell.
Yeah.
I would have a fucking
No,
last
no,
name.
that is like Russell and Russell. That.
Oh.
that.
I'm just Nick.
That's life imitating art. Nick, Dick,
Because I love Dick. I love Dick.
I was just gonna say word, Dick.
No, why I love it. You are what you eat, and I eat plenty of dick. Let's move on with the segment.
We'll begin as we do every week with Raw. Why don't you start us off there, Johnny?
Alright, I guess this is a good opportunity for me. Alright. Well, on Raw this week, it started off Randy Orton was in the ring.
Okay, your time's done. Anyway, Randy Orton was in the ring.
I don't like how you just took it out of my handmate, but I guess this is your show. I guess I'm just the intern.
That was a test. You see, lately we've been having some problems with our current interns. I was going to see if you could.
I've been watching the show, I know.
All right, that was just a test. You can go ahead and continue. I'm sorry. Sorry I had to interrupt you like that. But,
I appreciate it, mate. That'd be nice to actually read most of the sentences this time. Randy Orton shows up in the ring. Shows Orton off KO and Cena through a chair at Saturday Night's Main Event.
which was badass.
Very. Sound like Cena's neck was actually being broken. Orton talks some. McMahon comes out. Found out his love child's male, not female. So
that
it's kind of a good thing because, you know, McMahon just screws any female in his sight, so it's probably good he doesn't have a little daughter running around, you know what I'm saying?
Because I'd probably hit it.
But after the incident with Cody Rhodes, the guys gotta be worried a little bit too.
A little bit, yeah. McMahon talks bad about Cena. Says he's probably not going to be in the arena because of the injury sustained at Saturday Night's Main Event. But to everyone's surprise, that was good, blokes. That was really good. Cena's actually in the arena. He comes to the ring. Him and McMahon talk. Orton goes into the audience like the coward that he is. Well, McMahon makes some very derogatory comments about Cena's mother. Cena slaps McMahon in the face. So Vince puts Cena in a match with Snitsky. So that felt really good.
Snitsky sucks, man.
He is ugly, not like Charismo with the black hair and the glasses.
You gotta admit, man, you got some nice hair.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, folks.
Next match, we had Melina and Phoenix teaming up against Michelle and Mickey James.
Oh,
Candice
Mickey
Michelle.
James. Mickey James.
Lovely women.
Just like every
Lovely.
week, Mickey James.
Candice and Mickey James come out with the win, and William Regal makes an appearance and announces that there will be a Diva Battle Royale at SummerSlam.
This has never been done before. This has never been done before.
My penis
That's
is
the
tall.
one surprise, and the second surprise is that Extreme Expose is going to make their in-ring combat debut. They're going to be fighting in this Diva Battle Royale, so we finally get to see.
They're from ECW.
Ironically, they're the only ones who haven't fought in the ring yet, and they're supposed to be Extreme.
Lovely women. Lovely. I would lay them down by a Australian
Yeah,
flag.
Johnny, that's nice.
Let's see. Say, you don't get it. You don't interrupt.
Anyway, the winner of the Diva Battle Royale gets a title shot for the women's championship. So after that, the Divas all started going apeshit on each other.
All right. Next, Regal and Santino
Rocky Balboa.
have a conversation. Santino is
Rocky.
jealous.
Who's Rocky Balboa? I don't get like the
Santino.
movie star.
No, Santino Marella is Rocky Balboa because they're both Italian.
Who the fuck gives a shit about Italians?
Okay.
Santino is jealous. Whatever. Go figure. Booker T, not confused with Booker P, who's who's a different guy, comes out and talks about Triple H. Triple H is on Raw.
H.
And who Triple H is on Raw? It was a big surprise.
Invites him into the ring. How about that? It's a good place for wrestling to happen. McMahon and Coach talk about the illegitimate son. Runs into Val Venus, calling him, "Hey, Daddy." That's what Val Venus says. To
His
this
name sounds a
man.
lot like penis, doesn't it?
Hey, Daddy.
You can go and pronounce that because I have no idea who the fuck that
would
is.
be Davari.
Davari, I knew that the whole
Davari
time.
comes in and calls Vince Daddy too, and
It's like
Vince.
Americans can't read right.
Then Vince runs into Kennedy. Kennedy. Right, the next match we got Shelton Benjamin with Charlie Haas in the corner versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out with the win, but they both double team on Rhodes because, like, the self-proclaimed world's greatest, really lamest tag team ever placed fair.
Why you gonna-
Kendrick and London
Read your face.
fighting against Caden Murdoch. Kendrick and London finally get a win. Finally get a win. And speaking of vanity, Crime Time runs out and steals Caden Murdoch's hats. Then the cameras turn to the date with Maria and Ron Simmons.
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that too. It was really funny. Which, by the way, Joey Holmes, while we were watching, made a comment. WWE is finally coming out of the rut. They're starting to do promos, they're starting to do funny skits, and they're actually starting to have good matches and rivalries.
I know you guys didn't really win the war. You know that, right?
We never fought you.
Hey, let's wear bright red fucking jackets and try to hide. That's a good
Oh,
idea.
let's go box like kangaroos.
Hey.
We go to Maria and Ron's date. Very funny. Santino shows up with Jillian in a vain attempt to try and make Maria somewhat jealous.
I know, very vain. Rocky?
Rocky Balboa.
Like Sylvester Stallone.
Right. Anyway, the funniest part of that would be when the waiter asked Mr. Simmons what kind of vegetable he would want. Simmons ponders and responds, "Damn!" And then later asked if he preferred butter. He responded, "Damn!" It was very funny, and the skits continued throughout the episode.
Booker and Sharmell, they come out. They bring out a fake, skinny Triple H. I mean, it was pathetic.
It's like, here's Triple H.
He pretty much represented every American I've been introduced to.
Here's the dude that came out.
He's got the point. Americans.
Yeah, Australians, tinier.
We still won the war.
What do you mean? When did we fight Australia?
It was in the early 1900s, right before the Titanic sank, but who do you think sank it?
Wallabies?
Actually, you're right.
Dude, I didn't think you knew history.
Yeah, dude. Like he had a show about it, man. This wallaby had a house. His best friend was a cow. And a turtle friend. You remember that? Spunky.
Dude, I think I do.
Yeah, man. That was about the war.
And then next, Booker talks to Jim Ross, and then in a thing of just pure disrespect, he roughs up Jim Ross.
Dude, you don't rough up Jim Ross.
You don't
Get
rough
barbecue
up an
sauce.
Oklahomians?
Oklahoma
Soon.
boy.
Oklahoma boy.
Is it soon? Is that
Oh,
Ohio?
I
think
don't
it's
know.
later.
I've only been in this country illegally for a week. I guess back to the date where Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, sorry, got some guy to come up and read from a piece of paper about how good Rocky was, and so Ron Simmons, a former world champion, said that was what was it, Jake Russell? If you just read this little piece of paper.
I'm doing my Simmons impersonation.
Well, you're doing just a wonderful job of it,
Stupid
mate.
Aussies would get some patience. Anyway, it
Yeah,
went a little something like this.
Let's just read the rest of it.
We were treated to another session of Carlito's Cabana, this time special guest Umaga. That was pretty funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was great because Carlito originally was talking to Umaga about a possible title shot for his IC title, and Kennedy interrupts. Now, up until this point, Umaga's pretty docile, just kind of scoping out, not really knowing what's going on. He reminded me of a dog. But the minute Umaga noticed that Kennedy and Carlito were arguing, he just flipped out.
Yeah, he flipped.
Flipped out and just destroyed the cabana.
He did a moonsault.
You know what? If you're so smart, what's a cabana?
Well,
I thought so.
I thought Americans were supposed to be smarter than everyone in the world because they police.
No, everybody knows that's not true.
As long as you admit it.
We're just fatter than everyone else.
Ain't that
Still
fucking
kick
true?
your ass.
We still beat you in the wall.
We'll fucking sit on you. Anyway, Umaga gives Carlito a nice swift kick to the chin. And then Regal came out saying that there would be a title match later that night. What are you doing?
Oh, I smelled peaches.
Right, there would be a #1 contenders match that night between Carlito and Kennedy. During that match, both men pinned one.
Dude, I just smell shit. What are you smelling?
Oh,
Let
in
me get a whiff of the right shoulder.
In my country's peaches and shit actually smell the same.
Fuck your country, man. I love me some peaches.
Okay, that's it.
Well, you know what they say about Australia.
What's that, American?
It's filled with millions of peaches. Peaches for millions of peaches. Peaches for free.
Millions of peaches and wallabies. Millions of peaches.
Alright, we don't have as many
Fucking script.
freaking wallabies and kangaroos. That's just a stereotype. Alright?
Stereotype.
Whatever, dude. You have like 500 per square inch. Anyway, like I said, both men pin one another. So Rio comes out again and says that there will be a triple threat match at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship. Anyway, then we go back to the date segment that has not yet ended, but it's about to.
And
Ron Simmons calls to his waiter, Sam! And then Ron makes the waiter spill food all over Rocky, and then with a very triumphant damn! Then, before the night is out, we have a little aside moment with Melina and Vince. Apparently, they've seen each other on the outside.
He's on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a sexual innuendo.
Anyway, then we have the match with Cena versus Snitsky. Now, before we go any further with this, I'm gonna let Nick tell you all how we feel about Snitsky.
He's an ugly son of a bitch. I mean, he's got like interesting cheeks. Look at his cheeks, interesting. Teeth.
Who,
Very
by the way,
discolored.
if they get that dark, they would have fallen out before that. I would think.
I mean, I'm no dental hygienist.
I suppose Charismo is.
Believe it or not, okay? Despite the rumors, I'm not a dentist. But I am, however, an observationist.
good for you.
The hell was I talking about?
His teeth.
Whose teeth?
Snitsky's.
Snitsky's.
Snitsky's an ugly son of a bitch. Look at his cheeks. Interesting cheeks.
During the match, Orton comes in and interferes and RKO's Cena twice. Orton grabs the title and stares at it like this. Now we're going to go to ECW, starring Juan.
It smells like a jockstrap.
Hello, Mr. Holmes. I'm Dr. Cooper.
That's a funny name.
Excuse me?
Your name. A cuckoo. Like the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's ironic.
I'm sorry I never saw that movie. What was it about?
It was a sci-fi movie. Look, ma'am, if you don't mind, let's just get this stupid AAA meeting over with.
It's AA.
Well, whatever it is, let's get it over with so I can get to the bar before 11.
Why 11?
Well, because after 11, all the drunk women are taken. And tonight, I'm looking for wife number 5. And if the night stays young, a quick divorce and a possible finding of wife number 6.
Well, I certainly see why your colleagues are concerned for your well-being.
My what now?
Jake and Nick,
Oh, those guys. Yeah, I hate them now.
they just want to help you.
Well, if they really wanted to help me, they would buy me a 12-pack and leave me to my own drinking devices.
Okay, Mr. Holmes, let's go ahead and get this session started, shall we?
Looking forward to it, lady.
Hello, wrestling fans. Welcome to the ECW segment. You may be wondering where I am right now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is where all the magic happens. Yes, this is where a weekly wrestling wrap-up is edited every week for your viewing pleasure. Now, the reason I'm down here is because Jake Russell messed up. You see, when we were filming, Jake Russell didn't write down ECW. So Jake Russell forgot some details. But anyway, he remembers now. So filming at a later date, while editing. Yeah. Anyway, ECW began with a bout between Tommy Dreamer and Big Daddy V. Get this, it was an Extreme Rules match. Now you think, Extreme Rules, Tommy Dreamer's going to win, huh? No, he didn't, because Big Daddy V really took it to him. One of the few Extreme Rules matches I could actually believe Tommy Dreamer losing. What are you going to do? The night was filled with several hilarious moments with Balls Mahoney, and one very funny segment with CM Punk. You first met Balls Mahoney that night when you learned that it's highly likely that Balls Mahoney is Mr. McMahon's bastard child. Now, that skit was hilarious because apparently Mr. McMahon doesn't have balls. And speaking of Balls Mahoney went up against Elijah Burke and won. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought Balls Mahoney could still win? Anyway, the night went on, and even The Miz got in on the action. The Miz, after hearing that Balls Mahoney may be McMahon's illegitimate son, tried to provoke him a little bit by antagonizing Kelly, who, as we've seen, has shown some appreciation and concern for Balls. Well, he asked her that if Balls Mahoney had Mr. McMahon's money, if Kelly would date him. Now, Kelly didn't answer, but she and Mahoney locked eyes and gave a little grin. Bye, Kelly. It's cute, and I actually like the story arc. I missed the story arc with CM Punk and Kelly because that was pretty funny. Watching Mike Knox get the crap beat out of him for being a needy control freak. Good old days. Anyway, Kevin Thorne got a chance to do his own interview segment, but it was short-lived thanks to Stevie Richards. He showed Thorne. Stevie beat the crap out of Thorne. And if it hadn't been for the people backstage to drag him off, I think Thorne would have gotten a taste of his own medicine. Poor Stevie. You'll get him. You'll get him. Anyway, back to The Miz. Now, if you ask me, to be in the main event, you have to have talent, right? Well, it was announced that The Miz would team up with the ECW champion, John Morrison, to take on CM Punk and the Boogeyman at the main event. Now, CM Punk, John Morrison, and even the Boogeyman, I can understand. The Miz? I'd rather see a kid from OVW in the main event than The Miz. I can't even go into it. The Miz, he makes me miserable. Stop it. I'm sorry, I'm not Joey Holmes. Anyway, before that main event match, there was another segment about the bastard child that involved CM Punk. Mr. McMahon told Coach that there's no way CM Punk could be his son because CM Punk is straight edge, and McMahon's like to party with alcohol and drugs. CM Punk was quick to retaliate by saying that he, being straight edge, would not get in trouble with his wife and be kicked out of his multi-million-dollar estate. McMahon didn't take too nicely to that. Punk tore him a new one. It was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, I recommend looking it up on the internet. One of our Stage 6 friends, if you're watching on Stage 6, one of our friends, I believe he's the one with the WWE logo. I believe he puts the episodes on, but anyway, they're on our friends list, whoever does it. Thank you, by the way. But then we get to the main event match. Pretty good, except The Miz wins somehow. The Miz team wins. I don't need to say anything about that. You see, I could see John Morrison winning in a singles match, but when John Morrison teams up with The Miz against CM Punk and the Boogeyman, how? Which, by the way, CM Punk, love your stuff, but bring back the Anaconda Vice, man. I miss it. It was awesome. I actually like it more than the GTS. I miss it, man. Bring it back. So, now we're going to go to Nick for the TNA segment. So long.
And that's why my third wife left me. I mean, just because she caught me bare-ass naked covered in chocolate sauce at her sister's house, she thought I was cheating on her with her sister. She's a freaking nut job.
Yeah. She was the one with the problem. Look, Mr. Holmes.
Call me hot stuff.
Mr. Holmes, we need to discuss your drinking problem.
Why the hell does everyone keep calling it a problem?
Well, what would you call it, Mr. Holmes?
A hobby?
Hobbies don't cause you to fall down flights of stairs. Sorry to inform you of that.
Fun ones do, ma'am.
You're avoiding the subject.
Which is what again?
Your drinking problem.
Speaking of, do you have anything to drink in this fucking place?
I have some water.
I was thinking of something with a little more flavor.
I have some sodas also.
God, you're an idiot. I want a fucking martini.
This is a dry house.
Okay. Well, I'm sure everyone just lines up around the block to get into one of your parties. Fucking loser.
Stop wasting your time on manually editing your videos. The secret AI tool will do the work for you. One of the best things about it is that it gives your video the potential to go viral. Visit this page, sign in, create a project by clicking on this button. Choose a video that you want to use. Click on the AI clip button. Wait for the magic. It is scanning through the video and looking for the parts that has the potential to go viral. Instead of editing the video by yourself, it does the work for you. It even generates headline and captions which fit your video. Another surprise is that they generate video description or social post for you to use. Once done, click Export to Post.
Welcome to the tits and ass segment of Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. You like that, Peter? Me too. Let me tell you a little bit about what happened this Thursday night. After a mixed tag team match between the Kazarian and Gail Kim versus Robert Roode versus Miss Brooks. Miss Brooks and Robert Roode lose. So Mr. Roode starts to blame Miss Brooks for the loss and begins to berate her. Arguing, fighting, beating, you know, the good stuff. Kazarian comes back out, comes to Gail Kim's aid, and Kazarian says that Roode doesn't know how to treat a woman. What celebrity athlete figure is so well known for beating women and getting away with it? I just can't remember. After that, Cowboy James Storms starts his hunt for Rhino, claiming that Rhino fell off his wagon. You know, I fell off my wagon once, and then I died of dysentery when I was on the Oregon Trail. Christian Cage sends AJ Styles and Tomko to attack Joe for last week's instance where they cost him his title shot at, I think it was against Angle. The fight starts backstage, ends up going in the ring. Samoa Joe gets his ass handed to him. Very depressing. Manager James Mitchell congratulates Abyss on his title shot at No Surrender against Kurt Angle, but then warns him of his new monster that's coming to TNA, Judas Messias. Look at the hatred in his eyes. Look at the fear. C doesn't stand for cookie. It stands for crime. Truth. And Pac-Man Jones spray the words, the letters, you right? You good? P-A-C across Eric Young's back for his autograph. We've seen this done before. NWO did this years ago. Whatever. I think Pac-Man Jones needs to watch himself because Mrs. Pac-Man is not going to be happy. Team 3D apologized to Rick and Scott Steiner earlier in the episode, claiming that they really are the better team. Something's fishy. The main event that evening was Angle versus both the Steiner brothers. Team 3D comes out, interferes, causing Kurt Angle to lose. Yeah, kind of saw that coming, but whatever. It's good to see the Steiners back in action. We in TNA with an interesting announcement. Next TNA Impact, the main event is going to be Sting versus Christian Cage versus Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. And the winner of that match gets to be Kurt Angle's partner at No Surrender when he defends the title. That ends it for this week's episode. I'm Nick. This is Peter. This is the monster. Telling you. I got nothing. What you got?
Okay, Joe, let's get down to the tough questions.
No. They're not math questions, are they? Because I suck big balls at math.
Why would I ask you math questions? No. First, why do you drink so much?
God damn it, back to this. Come on, Leigh, let's just talk about something else.
No! You are here to figure out why you drink so much. You have a problem. By the way.
Okay. Well, lady, I may have a problem, but I'm not the doctor who's yelling at a patient.
Just answer the question, please.
Don't you mean please just answer the question? Hello, wrestling fans. I'm Johnny Charismo. I'm taking over Joey Holmes' SmackDown spot this week because Joey Holmes went to see an AA therapist. Hopefully, he can get some help and discover his drinking problem. Mr. McMahon came to the ring with Coach and began talking about his love child. We know that it's male. Whether it's human or not, that'll be announced within weeks. And they started talking, and Kane came out, and all this talking, and American talking, and all that crap. Kane didn't want any money. He just wanted to fight Finlay at SummerSlam. So they made a match for Kane and Finlay at SummerSlam. What a technically thrilling match that'll be. It'll just be quite amazing, if you ask me. Masterpiece interrupted the show. Showed pic of Master Lock. Him putting the Master Lock on Kane. And congrats to Masterpiece for, one, inventing the Master Lock, because it is the most devastating move ever in wrestling history. Wait a minute. It's a full Nelson. Get a new fucking move. And then after that, Chavo Guerrero fought Funaki, and he pretty much broke Funaki's leg. Pretty much symbolizing what he did to Rey Mysterio, because they have a match at SummerSlam, so it's setting up for that. It's going to be great. What the fuck was that? Then Jamie Noble beat Jimmy Wang Yang and is the new #1 contender for Hornswoggle's Cruiserweight title at SummerSlam. What? Next week, MVP and Matt Hardy are going to go up for the tag team titles. An odd pairing indeed. Moving on. Eugene and Shannon Moore versus Deuce and Domino. Deuce and Domino won. Good lord, this is so unprofessional. My god, I apologize for the Raw segment, and now they're pulling this stuff. They're pulling pranks on me. But it's okay. I know I'm an intern. I know I'm new. It's alright. Then MVP versus Hardy in a basketball match. Hardy pretty much wins, but then Deuce and Domino come out and beat up both MVP and Matt Hardy. So, awesome. What are you doing? You're interrupting my segment. Then Mark Henry beat up some kid that would probably be Joey Holmes' Stomper of the Week. I don't feel like pointing. God, Henry talks. They had an Undertaker vignette. Wonderful. Then they had a Devil little battle frickin' Raw, whatever the hell it was. God. Oh my God, I can't believe this. But it's alright. I know I'm the new intern or whatever. I just figured Johnny Charismo with the black hair and the cool glasses would get a little more respect on the show. Maybe not. And then Batista fought Finlay to a no contest. Khali came out. Him and Batista fight. Batista spears Khali. Finlay gets involved. Blah, blah, blah. It's the end of it. Well, I guess that's it for SmackDown. And it's alright. I understand. Just go to the end of the show. Go.
My God, you're making me want to drink, and I haven't had a drink in, what, 6 years.
Hallelujah, freaking Louie, about time you freaking drink, have some fun. Oh my freaking God. Do you understand that if you drank, a person of my attitude would not get on your nerves? The whole world just goes quiet.
You know, I must be losing it, because what you just said made perfect sense to me. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm a smart motherfucker. Oh, I don't have a watch, but I think it's getting late, and those drunk women aren't going to get drunk themselves. Actually, they are, but I have to be there to take advantage. But I do thank you. This has been very enlightening. I actually think you solved my problem, and I think I know what I'm going to do. So, thank you. All right.
I need a drink. Fucking drunks.
Welcome, fans, to the end segment of episode 11.
Oh, I'm getting... I don't know how to cheer.
Yeah, you
Good
would.
enough. I like that one.
They don't have dogs in Australia.
I know, we have, we do have kangaroos.
Anyway, as we do every week, we choose our memorable match of the week. This week's memorable match is one of my personal favorites. Rob Van Dam versus Jeff Hardy at WCW ECW Invasion 2001. Like I said, RVD versus Jeff Hardy for the hardcore title. See, we can fuck up because it's hardcore.
Yeah, we're fucking metal.
God damn, I'm so hardcore! Ah! I'm just kidding. So
That'll be next. That'll be next.
okay.
Oh,
Hello.
oh, I guess Australians are
Goodbye.
softer heads than Americans.
That goes without saying. Anyway, this match was stupendous because it was one of the few hardcore matches that actually had some wrestling in it. They started out in the center of the match, just using hardcore wrestling moves, and then they ventured outside of the ring. Very little involvement with weapons, pretty much just really hard hitting moves, and it's one of the greatest matches for both of them.
I know.
And they obviously had great chemistry in the ring. I recommend buying it. You can find it on the Rob Van Dam One of a Kind DVD.
Hello.
That in and of itself is a great investment. But you guys have anything to add before we?
I'm just really excited to be on the show, and I know that it's going to take a while for me to climb the ranks of Weekly Wrestling Wrap Up, but I'm looking forward to it. I swear to you, I will whip those two interns into shape, and they will be the best damn interns in the world. But
All right.
of course, I mean, between us blokes, you know, I'm the star intern, and they'll be doing the bitch work. I don't have to do it, right?
Dude, you're still an intern.
I know, I'm the star intern. I'm Johnny Charismo.
I'll tell you what. Your first assignment: go ahead and go up to the break room, stairs on your left, and go whip them into shape right now. I wanna.
Do you actually have a whip?
You work that out.
I got a couple.
Do you have leather boots to go with? Never mind. It's
Got
all
leather
right.
mask.
Okay.
Old bag.
I'll go.
All right.
I figured that's.
Leash.
See you later,
That's how we did in Australia.
See you later, Johnny.
I got chainmail and a sword.
Alright, in I go.
We should play Yahtzee sometime. That's a fun game.
Oh shit! But more importantly, dude, don't you think this new guy's coming on a little bit strong?
Yeah, fuck him, man. What the hell does he think? Trying to come on our show talking like an accent.
show.
I mean, what kind of douchebag would come on our show and talk with an accent like that? Never seen that shit.
I'm not even worried about the accent, dude. I'm worried about the fact that he's like trying to take our jobs.
I know, man.
That's what I do when I get stressed.
Well, it's not like it's. I mean, who's he gonna impress? Us? I mean, we're the ones that pretty much take care of everything. It's not like he's gonna convince me to fire you and then convince you to fire me and then we will fire ourselves
And then we go to New Mexico and herd sheep.
Do they have sheep in New Mexico?
They will after we're there.
Yeah. You watch yourself, New Mexico. You're gonna get some fucking sheep. Compliments of Jake and Nick.
Anyway, I've been Jake Russell.
I'm most of the time Nick, and this is always the time.
Peter! Oh, God!
Oh yeah. This is fitting for a star intern. Jesus. God. What terrible excuse for a break room is this? Go get up!
Oh.
Hello, boys. I'm Johnny Charismo, the newest intern on the show. You must be Asian intern.
I'm not Asian.
I am Asian intern.
Okay, I'm not really getting what you blokes are saying, but it's good to meet you both. Asian not. Alright. Oh God.
What are you?
You should already know, but I guess they didn't tell you. I am Johnny Charismo, newest intern on the show. I'm gonna whip you boys into shape, show what it's like to be an intern, because you can
An intern?
be like me.
Did anyone tell you about my intern?
Alright.
I'm an intern.
I know you both are interns, and you've both been doing a hell of a horrible job. So I'm here to whip you boys into shape, and we're going to be the best damn interns on the show, because I've been noticing over the past couple of weeks a little bit of hostility towards the hosts in the show. We can't have that. We don't turn against Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up. Alright? We don't do that. Alright. It was nice to meet you boys. Alright. Alright. Good stuff. Good stuff.